Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra Season 2, Episode 6. I just watched the Episode 5. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. Normally today I'm gonna watch at least 3 more episodes, maybe more than that. I'm really spending the day with The Legend of Korra. It's Sunday. I'm really taking all of the time that I need to watch it. I want to watch it, to spend the day with it. It's so great. The last episode, it was a lot about Korra. We had a little about the Tenzin's arc, you know, during the last episode, but it was more to show that Tenzin was spending time with Milo, with another of his kids, and also maybe to prepare something for Milo to show that he has this army of lemurs, so maybe it can help at some point. Maybe it's gonna be the little help, the little detail that we're gonna need at some point, we'll see. I was glad no matter what for Milo, because he's a funny character, but just right there he showed also to his father that he's not giving up on things, he's going for it, and he can be a good leader, he can do big things, more than what you're expecting him to do. I didn't like how Tenzin reacted, like, I created a monster, you need to calm down, kid and all. Okay, he needs to calm down, but tell him that you're proud of him, that you're admiring his courage, you know, the fact that he's not giving up on things. I appreciate that, me. So yes, that was a great little narrative arc for Tenzin right there, but it was mostly the last episode about the situation with Korra in Republic City, the fact that she was back, Adeline, and that was so great because I love this character, you know how much she's brave, she's strong, she's my hero. I'm sure that she's also your hero, but now she's mine also. And we had all of this situation with the president, Raiko, who doesn't want for now to involve himself into the war between the water tribes. I understand that, you know, the logic behind that, because of the fact that it's a war that just began, so you want to hear the two sides of the story, to have more information about what happened, to be sure of stuff before intervening really into it with an army, with involving your city into it, but also to involve the lives of people into it. I hope that it's the only reason for him to not intervene. I hope that we're not gonna discover at some point that he's in fact involved into the situation because Unalaq bought him or something like that. We'll see. Korra, she doesn't understand the situation at all. She's too focused on the fact that her people are in danger. I can totally understand that, but because of that she's acting blindly and she's accusing people without having any proofs, and I'm sure that she was wrong about it, and she's also trying to do stuff without the permission of the president. And even if I want the Avatar to have opinion and to go for her opinion and all, I'm not okay with her acting like a dictator. She already did it, in my opinion, when she attacked that judge, you know. Like, we can be glad that because of that she discovered that Unalaq forced the judge to do that, and we discovered all of the truth about Unalaq, but she attacked a judge, you know, she attacked someone who is representing the justice, who acted, you know, who took a decision, and because of the fact that this decision she didn't approve it, she intervened and she was ready to attack that person and to threaten that person. And right there, because of the fact that she's not okay with the decision that the president took, she is going to the general of this army, to General Iroh, to ask him to intervene without any permission. Like, you want to have the military forces of an entire city, of Republic City. I'm sorry to say it, Korra, but you're acting a little like a dictator right there. You're not acting like the Avatar. The Avatar, for me, doesn't have to be neutral, you know. I think that it was Mako who said something like that. No, she can have opinion, but she has to stay fair. That's the difference for me between being neutral and being fair. You can have opinion, you can agree and disagree with some things, stuff that people are saying, doing, but you have to be fair, you have to not create a war each time and stuff like that. And I know what they are doing, the writers, with Cora during this season. I know that they are showing her as a teenager who is into that phase, with her thinking that everyone is against her, with her being mad at everyone, everything. I know that. I know that she's written to be annoying. That's a success. That's really a success. She's really annoying. What happened between her and Mako, the fact that they broke up, I think that they're gonna be back together at some point. I'm not afraid of that. I don't ship them like I was shipping them at the beginning of the season 1 because they annoyed me a little when they treated Asami so bad. They really made it hard for me to continue to ship them, but I still want the two of them together and I'm sure that it's gonna happen again. But how it happened, how they broke up, I don't approve, again, what Cora did, because she doesn't understand Mako's situation. And okay, he snitched and that's bad, but it's not because he's on their side, he's against Cora and all of that. He can just disagree with you and still be on your side. And right there, okay, it was because of the fact that he was doing his job, because he made an oath, you know, to protect Republic City, to do what is right for Republic City, but also because it's like that, according to his principles, his ideas, even before, you know, meeting the president and the president saying that to him, when he had this discussion with Bolin, he already reacted like, no, that's bad what Cora is doing, she shouldn't do that. Not only because of the fact that I don't think that she's right about these persons who put these bombs and all, but also because it's wrong to act like that. So they broke up and now Mako is gonna continue his job, so he's gonna be forced maybe to do stuff truly against her, because she's acting truly against what the president wants. We'll see. We're gonna see Lin more, so I'm okay with that. I want to see Asami more also. She's right there, but not enough in my opinion. I want to see Bolin acting with more character. I want him to stop follow people after following his brother, after following Asami, now he's following Varric, and I think that what they want to do is bad. They want to show the true images that they filmed during the beginning of the war, that's great, but they want also to transform that, to do some kind of propaganda, and I'm against it. I'm not sure that it's gonna help the situation. And we have also these two crazy twins who attacked Cora, and Cora who was attacked by a spirit, and now in my opinion she's into the spirit world. And that's great. I want to discover more about the spirit world. You know that it's one of my obsessions since Avatar: The Last Airbender, since the first time that we discovered it. I was a little frustrated that we didn't have more about it into that show. I'm glad that's right there. Normally we're gonna discover more about it. I don't know what we're gonna have. Maybe the monkey is gonna be back, the monkey spirit. He was fun during Avatar, so maybe. And maybe we're gonna discover why the spirits are so mad. For me, there is a reason behind that. The spirits, they are not mad like that for no reason. For me, they are representing something important, something powerful, forces into the world. And you know that spirit in Avatar: The Last Airbender during the season 1 was mad for a particular reason, because humans did something against him. So right there I think that it's the same, and it's all of the spirits. So maybe someone, something did something bad which is threatening all of the spirits. I don't know. I will see that today. I'm gonna watch 3 episodes, so normally I'm gonna discover that really today. And let's go for this episode 6. If you want to have my Patreon on which you have the episodes earlier, I don't know how much earlier, if it's 1 week, 2 weeks, go check the description, and I put also on the description if I offered you on my Patreon the extended or the full reaction part, if you can be interested by that, and if you can be interested to support me, you know, to show me your support if you are there since by binge watching of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, let's go for this episode 6. The same who attacked the cultural center? No. The forest. You're not protecting it. You are keeping it for yourself.
Were you just in the spirit world?
No. Oh no, please no. What did you do into the spirit world?
The Avatar is dead.
Nope.
For I am Nuktuk, hero of the South!
You're not just the hero of the South. You're our best friend.
Nuktucky!
You
are the best snow raccoons! Who's gonna fight for friends and freedom? Nuktuk! He's the best Nuktuk! Battling Nukties up there in the snow. He'll punch him in the
It's really like all the TV shows.
of the South! We're a star! People love stars! Stars tell them what to
I
think,
love
how to act.
the real Bolin, and I'm not sure that this is really you, my dear.
With these movers, we'll have the support of the people, and before long they'll persuade the president to lend his troops to the war effort. We got some major chemistry on screen. Am I right?
Wait for your ex-girlfriend to see that.
What's wrong?
Without that sale, I don't know how much longer I can keep my company going.
Oh, Asami, I want you to succeed.
I'm gonna find who's ever responsible.
The bombs exploded in a way I've never seen before. They didn't have fuses. It was like they were being detonated remotely.
Like the bombs at the cultural center.
Wait,
So it's connected still.
Did any of the people who attacked you have one of these in their hand? I think it's a remote detonator.
The people who attacked the cultural center were Firebender, and this one who were Waterbender. They were hired by someone.
Chief, I know it's a long shot, but I have an idea how we can catch these guys.
Go for it.
I'll listen to the rookie.
You shut up. I think that the Triad, or I don't know, they're
I don't
paying
want to
you.
hear your lame-brained rookie ideas.
It's more than a two-person job.
But
First of all, we need a ship. You need a ship?
Varric is a good helper for that, you know, he has the good resources. But again, the guy is unpredictable and is thinking about his interest. So I don't trust him.
Is this a marble statue of you?
It's also a hat rack.
Well,
I think you need to take a little tippity tip.
you seem so relaxed, Babu.
Are you gonna help or not?
You know, I recall a time when I needed your help, and you basically told me to get a life.
So that's a no.
True.
Figure it out. Remember? That's what you said to me. Hurts, doesn't it?
I said I wanted you to show some character, to do things for yourself, to think by yourself. You're doing it, but that's not what I meant.
I'm running an off-the-books operation, and I thought the triple threats might want a piece of the action. I might be able to convince her to give Shady Shin his bending back.
Sounds good to me, boss.
She didn't give the bending back
I've got vehicles, all brand new and
persons in the triads,
They can be
only
used
to
to help.
civils. I don't like the idea. It's not equality for everyone, it's not fair.
This is right around the area where the attacks happened.
Why are you so weird about it? If I was taking the Avatar, I'd tell you all about it.
There's nothing to know. I broke up with her.
You broke up? When? Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
You must capture the evil Unadon before he gets away!
No! I'll never leave you! There's no kiss in the script.
Improvised.
A minute ago when we were shooting, you were into me, but now you're not.
That's because Ginger loves Nuktuk, not Bolin.
But Nuktuk is Bolin.
Not
I'm
at
a
all.
hero. And that's why they call me Two-Toed Pig.
Because you have 2 extra toes.
We were paid to keep Mako and that dame distracted for a few hours, so that's what we're gonna do.
We've been double-crossed. We have to get off this ship.
Where do you think you're going?
Come on, Asami. You're a freaking good pilot. Asami. Oh.
You're getting closer. Watch out!
Whoa.
We're not gonna make it.
she's gonna make it. They don't. Oh fuck. Mako, power, you know? You have to distract them, not to kill them.
Mako, hang on to something.
Someone paid the triple threats to keep us distracted.
Distracted? From what?
Oh no.
Your factory.
Whoever paid the triple threats stole everything.
Oh, Asami.
I'm ruined. It's over.
Someone paid
We should check out your
the
other
triple
warehouse.
threats,
Maybe they didn't have
waterbenders,
I don't
firebenders.
understand.
Who and for what reason?
You can find a lead.
Mako, it doesn't matter anymore.
Of course,
I can figure this out.
it does.
Just stop. I give up.
No!
I'm not giving up on you.
Don't do it!
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna find out who did this. And I know just who to ask.
I'm not blaming her. She was in a position of weakness right there. She
I think you know. And you're gonna
lost
tell me
everything
all
and
those
he
things
told her
you
that.
made to know
And she
something.
had feelings for him before. It's toxic, it's not healthy at all, but I don't know.
Distracted. We've never seen him before. We ain't seen him since.
Bolin, have you seen Varric around?
Bolin.
Bolin,
Are you for real? Bolin.
Nuk Tuk. Yes. Oh, hello, Mako. Didn't notice you there.
Is it the episode with you disappointing me?
There's gonna be some crazy pyrotechnics. That's mover speak for explosions.
Ah,
How
did
did
you
make those
understand
explosions go off
something?
like that?
Neat, huh? It's a Varric Industries exclusive. Here, check it out.
Varric and the streets?
Varric.
He has resources to pay all of these persons.
Asami, I think I know who set us up.
Him.
Hello,
To
Mako.
buy her
What are you
business.
doing here?
He just saved my company.
No!
Varric Streets.
I
Isn't that
said
great?
that we couldn't trust you, you had your interest
I think
in
I'm
mind.
always there to stand up for the little guy. Especially if that little guy can help this guy.
You think you know who hired the triple threats?
Yeah,
That guy.
and I'm real close to proving it. I'll fill you in later.
It's too late, she really lost her business right there. I thought that we were not gonna see her at all during this episode, it was gonna be during the last one, an entire just about her. You're not into the spirit world? Fire Nation!
It's okay.
Who's Avatar Korra?
Oh! You don't remember?
I can't remember anything.
Oish. At least you can't remember how annoying you were. I really thought that we were not gonna see her during this episode, but that the next one is gonna be entirely about her. I think that it's still gonna be the case. But is it gonna be about what happened to her before that moment, or what is gonna happen to her after that moment, with her maybe discovering what happened to her? Do you understand what I mean? Like, right there, she forgot what happened. She forgot everything. Who she is. Okay, let's talk about all of the rest of the episode. Let's focus really on what happened during this episode. We are with Mako and with Bolin, mostly. The easiest, it's Bolin. I wanted him, you know, to sing by himself, for himself, to show more character and all, to stop following people. You did it. You argue with your brother, you wanted stuff only for yourself and all, but I didn't mean that, Bolin. I didn't mean for you to act like a diva, like you want people to admire you and you're forgetting yourself, you're forgetting who you are. I'm not just saying that because of the fact that he wants people to call him by the name of his character into that mover, but also because he's forgetting his principles, to not help his brother when his brother needs him, to to act like that. It's really wrong. I hope that he's gonna come back to reason at some point. I'm not sure that I appreciate the fact that he forced that kiss with that actress, because during that moment I didn't react, because I was like, okay, it's his character, maybe on the script or he's improvising. But after that, when Bolin said that he was confused, you know, about that actress, why she's not liking him like into the scene and all, when I saw that he was confused about the limits between reality and acting, I changed a little, you know, my opinion about that situation, and I saw that as really Bolin forcing someone for a kiss, you know, and Bolin. You disappointed me for several reasons during this episode, and this one is a big one. I still love you, Bolin, but you have to keep your mind calm and to come back to who you truly are. You're sweet, you're nice, you're the nicest one. How you were with Cora during the time that you had a crush on her, and all how you treated her, how you can treat women, and also how you are just for yourself. And I prefer that version of you than this arrogant guy. Okay, and Mako is not giving up on discovering what happened with the cultural center. He found some clues with Asami. All of this story, you know, into the boat and all of that, it was mostly to discover that someone is paying all of these persons: the firebenders who attacked the cultural center, the waterbenders who attacked the boat, the triple threats to distract them, and also to steal everything which were into that factory. I didn't suspect Varric, but I'm not surprised at all about it, because I had this impression, and I'm repeating it since 2 episodes, I think, that the guy is fun, you know, he has some funny lines and all, and he can be a good ally because he has a lot of resources, and for now he's going on the same direction than us, but he has his interest in mind and he's unpredictable. So we can't trust him because of that. We can make him an ally, but we can't trust him fully. So I had this impression about him, so I understand why I had this feeling, this instinct, when at the end we're discovering that he paid all of these persons, which is logical, he has a lot of resources, and for what reason? To have Asami's business. He saw an opportunity, he took it. That's Varric. He is like that since the beginning. You know, they were clear with that, the writers, when they determined, you know, all of the qualities and defaults of this character. Not sure that he meant to do things really bad, you know, it just meant to establish his business right there in Republic City, to have more money and all resources, and that's all of what he wants. I don't think that he did it in a malicious way, not fully, like he didn't do that to help Unalaq, to amplify the war and all. I don't think so. I think that he truly did it just for himself. The fact that he has his interest in mind like that, it's really an issue for us. And now Mako discovered that. He didn't say it to Asami, it was too late for her business. Is it really too late? I don't want her to lose her business. I really wanted her to succeed with that, because this is the only thing that she has right now. And that's why, you know, when she lost everything, she was truly in a position of weakness, and someone that she loved before told her things good like, I'm there for you, I'm not giving up on you, I'm gonna help you no matter what. Of course she failed, you know, in a way by kissing him. Don't like that at all, because Asami, you deserve better, and Mako is not for you, he treated you badly, you shouldn't return to that toxic relationship. And also because he's not for you, because he has Cora in mind, he is in love with Cora, he doesn't want that. That was weird, that moment, but that was realistic also in a way. Again, they are teenagers. That's how teenagers are thinking and acting. But it's bad, it's truly bad. I hope that we're not gonna come back with a triangle. I'm not gonna be okay with it. I'm not gonna handle it well. It was already the case during the season 1, but right there it's gonna be worse than that. I can promise you that. It's gonna be worse. Unalaq, he went into the spirit world through that portal to do what? He has to do stuff into it, like he's going for a reason. But the spirits, they can't appreciate that, they can't let him do that. Or maybe he made a deal with one spirit. Oh, I truly don't know, but I really don't like that. But he still needs the Avatar to open the other portal. He lied about it. And he thinks now that the Avatar is dead. The Avatar is not dead, the Avatar forgot that she is the Avatar. Does she mean that she forgot her bendings? How to master... Oh no! Please no! We're not gonna come back to everything. But she forgot who she is, so it means that she forgot who are her parents, who is Tenzin and all of his family, who are Mako and Bolin. The only good thing about that is the fact that you are gonna forget also to treat them bad like you did during all of the beginning of the season. It's bad, it's so bad. But right there, it's an island, the guy said it. Is it Amber Island? It was a Fire Nation island. Are we gonna see more about the Fire Nation? Who is ruling the Fire Nation right now? General Iroh, he said something like, my grandfather and my mother, they worked well with the Avatar. Which means that it was Zuko, and after that, Zuko's daughter was the throne, but who is on the throne right now? Is it still your mother, your brother, your sister? We're gonna discover more of Zuko's descendants. I would love that. I don't think that Zuko is still alive. Can it be possible that Mai is still alive? You know that your grandmother is still alive? I think that we're gonna see that during this episode or the next one. It's gonna depend on how they're gonna explain what happened to Korra. Is it gonna be by flashbacks or by really showing it to us during the entire episode? I think that the two next episodes are working together. You guys, you're gonna have them on the same week. I tried, you know, when I planned my schedule, for you to plan episodes which are working together on the same week. I'm not gonna make them for the same day, you know my rule, it's one episode, one day, but at least for you to have them on the same week. So you're not gonna have to wait an entire week to have the rest of that situation, that story. Me, I'm gonna watch the two of them today, on the same day. Maybe more than that, maybe after that I'm gonna have the time to watch even more episodes. It would be great. It's gonna depend on the time that I'm spending on intro and review, but also if I'm tired or not after 4 episodes, which is already a lot. I'm gonna end this video right now, so it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.